We're doing a half-day leadership workshop to my friend Bedros Keuilian. If that's all you dream of, then perfect. If you want more than that, go for it.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm up here at the headquarters of FitBody Boot Camp. This is my man, Bedros Keuilian.
Oh, the soul is singing today, baby. Feeling good on a beautiful day. Woo! Hey, it's going to be a special one today. We're doing a half-day leadership workshop to my friend Bedros Keuilian and his FitBody Boot Camp friends. These are about 50 entrepreneurs in the fitness industry. We're talking leadership, we're talking customer service, what it takes to be great in the game of life. Now, I'm huge is, you can only go as far as you grow. You can only go as far as you grow. How far are you willing to go, and how far are you willing to grow? That's the message today, and I can't wait to fire these folks up. Let's rock and roll, baby. You guys are already going. Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Hey, how you doing? Hi everybody, how we doing?
This is our leadership team.
Oh wow.
Todd Durkin, legend in the industry.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work. See you in a little bit. Remember, it's your success is always measured by what you create, not by what you have. What are you creating? A movement? A feeling? An emotion? It's easy as human beings that we focus on what we have. And it's cool to have some goals. I'm no different. Maybe you want to buy your first home or a condo, or maybe you even want to get a second home in the mountains or whatever it is that you want. If that's something that drives you on your vision board, do it. I have vision boards as well. But never at the expense of realizing what's the impact you want to create, because your impact is your legacy. What's going to be left behind at the end of the day? Those are the things that'll move your soul, again, emotionally, allow you to do those things, because at the end of the day, someone's going to be carrying your casket. Who's that? Who's that going to be? Think about those 5, 6 people who's going to be carrying your casket someday. Hopefully that's in 50 years from now. I know for me, I'm living till I'm 110 years old. I already know when I'm dying. October 10, 10/10, 2072. I'll be 110 years old. I've already figured it out. The joke, okay? But I know this. I know who I want to carry my casket. I better thank them. I better call them. I better call those coaches. I better call those mentors and say thank you. And when they carry that casket of yours, they better hold that thing high, because you left it all behind. You can't go to the grave with dreams inside of you. What is it you want to do? What are you going to do with your FitBody Boot Camp? And maybe it's just one. Fantastic. Make it the best one ever. If that's all you dream of, then perfect. If you want more than that, go for it. But whatever your divine purpose is, you got to know at the end of the day, whatever it is, maybe it's to be a great mom or a great dad. Fantastic. There's no more noble job than a mother or a father that's changing their kids' lives.
Start following.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Welcome.
The only difference between the big achievers and the average achievers are possibility thinkers versus practical thinkers. Now, we've been taught to be practical thinkers since birth, which is unfortunate. You don't know if it's possible you can stand up, but you keep trying and you reach for things and you hold yourself up and you fall and you try again and you fall, and ultimately you're able to take a little step this way or that way, right? And you don't know if it's possible for you to survive electrocution, so you stick your finger right in the socket. As a baby, we thrive, and child, we thrive on possibility thinking. Now, I know you're like, yeah, but that's dangerous, but that's what happens, and the parents go, hey, that's dangerous. Be careful, don't stand up, push the baby right back down. Don't do this, you might hurt yourself, watch out, you're gonna electrocute yourself. And soon we begin to get practical. We get neutered in our ways. We lose our claws and fangs. We go from this ability to achieve extraordinary things and think beyond possibilities to staying in a box and going practical.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm up here at the headquarters of FitBody Boot Camp. This is my man, Bedros Keuilian. Man, it is so awesome to be up here. What a
Thank
place.
you. Thank you for coming down, and thank you for bringing the thunder to our audience, man.
Man, hey, I had the opportunity today to talk to about 50 of his highest level entrepreneurs. How many overall franchisees are there now at FitBody Boot Camp?
Good question. We have 583 franchisees with almost 800 locations worldwide of our FitBody Boot Camp brand.
Is that the fastest growing fitness franchise out there?
We are we are the fastest growing, in our category. Yep.
Man, you talk about a high performer. Bedros had a vision long ago, and you talk about the immigrant edge.
Yes.
What's that all about?
Well, I'm a foreigner to this country. I come from a communist country. We escaped the Soviet Union. And so the immigrant edge is something I developed and that I try and teach everybody. What that is in the places where you don't have resources in life,
Yep.
right? Like, for example, we came to this country, we didn't have money to buy food. And so my dad found a dumpster that had food in it,
Remember that.
right?
Yeah.
The grocery stores would throw out food, and he would put me in there, and I'd pull out the eggs and the milk and the cheese, and maybe it was expired, maybe it was a little moldy, and we'd pick off the mold and we'd eat it. You have to get resourceful when you don't have the resources, number one, and you have to solve the problems instead of asking for people for solutions. Because when you're an immigrant, no one's helping you, and so you've got to be solution driven. Those two things.
So let me ask you this. Now that you've achieved a certain level of success,
Yes, sir.
I would say once you get to the mountaintop, how do you keep going? What do you do now to stay hungry to get to the next level?
That's a really good question. I don't even see myself at the mountaintop, and quite honestly, I don't think I'll ever get to the mountaintop I have in my head for two reasons. One, Tim Grover, the gentleman who wrote Relentless, he's like, oh, I got it, you're a cleaner. And apparently cleaners will never be satisfied. And I realize I'm never satisfied because I've got a personal vision and mission to help as many people in the world as possible, like 7 billion people, which is pretty much everyone on earth, through health and fitness. Who are my competitors? They're not the competing gyms.
That's right.
It's McDonald's, it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's Snickers, Coca-Cola, Doritos. There's scientists working for Doritos that make sure that the Dorito melts just right in your mouth so that you can go grab another one. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah.
I did know that.
So if they are the enemy and I'm in war, I will fight this war till my last breath. And if I can help every person on this planet, I will, through gentlemen like you and all of our team members here at FitBody Boot Camp. I'm on board with it.
So you talk about high performance. You're obviously a high performer. What do you think is like the number one reason that holds people back from their maximum potential?
Oh, that's easy. The number one reason is lack of self-image and lack of self-esteem. Self-esteem is how you see yourself. Self-image is how you think other people see you. And someone goes, well, then how do I fix my self-esteem and self-image? Simple. Those two things are funneled into your confidence. When you have strong confidence, you will have strong self-image and self-esteem. So how do you fix your confidence? Simple. When you make a promise to yourself, keep a promise. So you have credibility with yourself. If you have credibility with yourself, you will have credibility with others. I'll give you an example. Every night we all make a promise to ourselves. We set our alarm. If first thing in the morning you're hitting snooze,
That's right.
You're losing credibility with yourself.
Amen, yep.
You lose trust.
That's right.
And then you become an imposter. That impacts your self-esteem and self-image. You understand what I'm saying?
I know, I get you.
All right.
Preach
then.
it, brother, preach it. Hey, I talk about get your mind right all the time. What do you do on a regular basis to make sure that you are performing at your highest level, to make sure your mind is right too?
I'm constantly tilling the garden, man. I make sure any weeds in my life, I get rid of. And that might be people and that might be thoughts. Those are the only two things that determine my success or failure, are the people around me and the thoughts that occupy your mind. So I'm always tilling the garden. If I've outgrown someone, just because we were high school friends, but you're doing something and that doesn't align with my current values and my vision and my mission for my company, I must move away from you.
Now, you've heard me talk about all the time about the power of a coach and always having a coach in your life. You've always been a person that's had coaches and you're coaching a lot of people. Talk to me about the power of a coach in your life.
Oh, it's simple. A coach does two things. One, they've already been there, so they help you model their success.
That's right.
And number two, they help you time collapse, right? So if I'm gonna try and figure out supplements on my own, right? Because right now we're launching a supplement company.
Yep.
It might take me years. But if I go to my friends who already have multi-million-dollar supplement companies and I ask them to coach me, I'm gonna model their success, I'm gonna time collapse years of punishment and frustration into months of success.
Now, you recently wrote a book that includes a lot on success and high performance called Man Up. Why did you write that?
Oh, real simple. I was the biggest prop duster on the planet. When I launched FitBody Boot Camp, it was not the success that it is today. We are now a Inc. 500 company, fastest growing, Inc. 5000 company, 4 years in a row. Entrepreneur Magazine's 500 fastest growing franchises, right? But we are not that in 2011, 2012. I was a poor leader, ineffective communicator, indecisive, a crop duster in every way. I hit the snooze button. And so when I finally had the conversation with myself after many anxiety attacks, it's time to man up, Bedros. It's time to man up and step into your leadership shoes. That's what man up means. Human up. Stop making excuses take control of your situation, and rise to your potential.
Wow, right there. So read Man Up, right? It's something that's going to get your mind right, get your life right on that. Final question. Talking about legacy. Why and what is it that gets you up every morning? What fires you up? What's your legacy going to be all about someday?
My legacy is real simple, man. I want peace of mind when I sleep every night, and I want to create two little humans, Andrew and Chloe, my 13-year-old and my 11-year-old, who are going to leave this planet better than they found it. And for me to do that, I have to lead by example.
Wow. We talk about high performance. We talk about, getting after greatness and leaving legacy all the time. Bedros Keuilian is one of those guys that is continually leading, has done this for 20 plus years in leading not only FitBody Boot Camp, but entrepreneurs of all levels, all ages, shapes, and sizes. You're doing great things. So thank you for what you're doing, brother.
Thank you, Todd. Appreciate it.
Great stuff.
What a day, baby. Oh, man, it was awesome. Hey, Bedros just dropped some bombs right there. Loved it. He and I have been running alongside each other for a long time now, and one thing that I always realize is when you hang with other people that are like-minded, you always learn stuff yourself. And I loved hearing him talk about it until he actually owned his inside of what was going on inside of him, allowed him for some massive breakthroughs too. We talk about high performance all the time. What does it take to be a high performer? A couple of things that B said today, I think that is really awesome is probability versus possibility. What's possible in your life? I like that, thinking of possibility thinking versus probability of the possibilities in your life. Dream and think about what's possible and then make that happen, I think is a really important aspect in all of high performance. I think is good. Also, it's not about the what. It's about the why and the who. The why and the who. Why do you exist? What's your purpose? That's what I talked to these folks about today. And then who is in your life? Who is helping you be successful in your walk? Who is within? And even Bedros talked about that with his two kids. Like, hey, that drives him. No different. Is like, how important are the people in your life? Well, to me, that's absolutely everything in your life. As Melanie's calling in right now, right? Got to take this here in a sec. And then I'll end with this bad boy. Is success is found in inefficiencies. Success is found in inefficiencies. Success isn't convenient. Bottom line is this: if you're a high performer, if you're a fire-breathing dragon, if you're a mind-right maniac, it's not always convenient. It's not always efficient. It takes a lot of inefficiencies, but you have to master the inefficiencies and do the little things it takes to be success. And when you do those things, I believe that you absolutely create maximum impact. Go breathe some fire, and don't forget, get your mind right.